Yo, what's up, man? We're here with another episode and recap and predictions of Challenge Season 40. I'm here with my brother Jesse. How you doing, Jesse?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I know we try to do this on the weekly basis, but sometimes you and I get caught up with work, and then we got to slam in two fucking episodes into one. So, whatever. More challenge to talk about.
Exactly.
So, let's we'll jump right into episode 5. So, episode 5. So, episode 4. They start shooting some targets.
Yep.
Let's go through the targets. Era 1, it's Tina and CT.
Yep.
Tina had no choice. Was that
Yep.
what it was? No,
Yep.
no.
No,
She did
have.
She had a choice now. CT volunteers himself.
Yep.
Emily and Nehemiah.
Yep.
Tori and Devin. Olivia and Kylan.
Mm-hmm.
But Josh was supposed to.
Chickened out.
Chickened out. Devin wasn't too impressed. That whole team
No.
wasn't impressed, actually.
No, they weren't.
Would you be, like, if I said, yo, I'm going to volunteer, how's your reaction about a guy talking a lot of shit, saying he's going to put himself in,
Like he
always
always
talks
does.
about team, right?
Every time. I'm going to get my red skull. You know,
That
get
was
my
a
red skull.
terrible one. Yeah.
I mean, he
That was a terrible one. No,
this
not
is my
yet,
week.
not yet.
Oh, I don't feel it, man. I don't feel it.
So he bitches out, but he
Would you
Devin
be-
is the one that gets picked.
Yeah.
No, sorry, Kylan. My bad.
Yeah, Kylan gets picked.
Kylan, which is one of their better athletes. So
Yeah.
Kylan's looking at him side eye. The rest of the team's looking at him with a side eye. And his excuse was, fuck that, I ain't going up against CT. Do you blame him?
No.
Okay. We're not Josh fans here, but we don't blame him.
I don't blame him whatsoever. I've never liked him since the fucking Big Brother I saw. I couldn't stand him. You know, like, sure, is he in better shape? Yeah, sure, but he's just a doofus.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something off about him too that bothers me. Trust me, he doesn't do it for me in every way. I can care less. I wish he never got back on the show. Not to be that big of a jerk.
I think there's a lot better people they could have had on besides him.
Yeah, he's just a whiner. Josh bitches out. Team calls him out. Kylan's like, what the fuck? He goes, I don't want to go against CT. Anyone that's watched the challenge history of it, CT is probably the well-rounded player, dominant, smart, fast, pretty good.
Yep.
But CT's out of shape now. This is season 40.
He
He's in
is.
era 1. Just to give you an example, people. Era
Yeah.
1. He started between the season 1 and 9.
He's been around forever.
We're at season 40 now. Okay, even if they did 2 seasons, this is 20 years. So even he's got to be in his 40s. So I see his point, but then again, don't be a bitch.
Yeah.
Don't be a bitch. You know what I mean? So whatever. I noticed. So what happens is, you know how it is. Jess, they try to make deals, right? They all sit there. So Nehemiah approaches Devin. Not a bad thing to do.
Nope.
Devin's a good competitor.
Smart cat.
Yeah. He's from Era 3. Era 3 is pretty solid. Nehemiah's Era 2. And he's teamed up with Emily. So, but not bad. Like, it's a pretty
No,
good pick. Like, you'd be like, hey, man,
Yeah.
even though I'm not that good, this girl's probably, is pretty bomb, right?
Yeah. Never
But
lost an elimination.
In Devin's fashion, he doesn't take the deal.
Nope.
Kind of straight up with him. He's like, listen, I got to run it through Tori. Doesn't take the deal. Now, when they get together, like, before we get to that, they have to do their elimination, Jess. They eliminate with that big giant stupid Y. First of all, where do they come up with this shit?
I don't know.
That's who I want to interview.
Like, it's like they it's like they had a dream catcher and they took the circle around it out and said, walk
Dude,
through
this
the
thing's
forest.
this big giant hippie sign.
I thought it was a cross.
It was fucking like a Y ninja. I don't know. This thing's huge, and they got to weave it in between trees.
It was a peace sign without the circle.
Yes. So now CT comes with a plan. Let's tilt it forward and bolt it right through. God damn, that failed, no?
Oh, did it ever?
That was an epic fail.
Like, I don't know if it's because people weren't strong enough to hold it straight up.
Of course
or
they're not. There's too much. First of all, that team's
there's
probably reduced, right? They probably have a little less people than anyone else. Derek, which was one of their stronger, we'll say, men, besides CT, is a midget. And this thing
You
is
can barely lift
high.
it off the ground.
Dude, I moved this big giant thing with Carlos 2 weeks ago, this big metal beam. and 2 of us was kind of scary. And they're expecting to hold a few girls, a few guys. Things were all off balance, and it's supposed to.
And you're still gonna hit tree branches.
Now,
right?
do you give Tina any credit for yelling at them, saying, "Listen, my ass is on the line. Start listening to what I have to say"?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think if you're a target, you become the leader of because it's in your
Because
hands.
it's your fail. It's your it's your problem.
Exactly. CT hands down worst absolute game plan.
Yeah.
In theory, greatest. Let's hold it straight up. Run right through.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do when you get those bags? Let's say if it did work, Jess. Let's say you run right to get the bags, and you're like, "Oh fuck, I gotta refigure this out." Well, this other team has figured it out.
Already how to get through. Yeah.
Oh, my God. But I remembered watching this one, the challenge though. It was with when they're running. It was Era 4 was always in lead, and Era 2 was creeping up always behind them. If you, I rewatched it. They're right behind them. They're doing a really good job, and Laura looks like she took the L. She sabotages her team. Nowhere to be found.
Yep.
One of the stronger girls. Nowhere to be found.
Yep.
Emily, she knows if Emily loses, she has to go down. She's thinking strategically. If Emily
Too far
loses,
ahead. Yeah.
it's easier for her. But you and I have talked about this on camera, off camera. We don't know what the final consists of.
We don't even know what the road is going to be like to get there.
How do you not know what if it's your era that has to win? What if it's your era versus their era? And you decided to get rid of Emily and all these other guys, and you're stuck with fucking Ryan and Derek.
And you can't make it past because you got a weak team.
You pulled the trigger too early.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Dumb move. Sabotages it. Whatever. One thing I got to throw in there, the best part of the show lately, the best cutscenes are CT pro tips.
Oh, those are awesome. Because he's so caught me like, CT pro tip, never volunteer to go in.
Those actually make me laugh, man. So Laurel sabotages the team. Era 4 comes in, pulls out a win.
Yep.
And who was it? It was Josh and what's her name? Jenny that were, if I'm right.
Target.
They were targets.
That was the second one. This is
so no, there was Olivia and Kyle.
Olivia
yes.
and Kyle, yeah.
Yeah. So they pull up the they pull the win. Things look good. You want to win. You have power and who the hell to put in. So whatever they go in. They know that CT and what is it? CT and Tina lost. So they're in. They're in the final. They're in elimination.
Yeah.
Now they're going up to. They have to go up. They're going to go. Who the hell is going to go up against them? There's only 2 teams. The 2 teams is Nehemiah and Emily, obviously, because they came in. No, they got thrown in immediately.
Yeah.
Yes, they got thrown in immediately. That's right. Or did they beat CT and?
No, they beat CT. So,
holy fuck! Yeah. I've watched it like today. So that's how bad Arrow 1 was, even with a sabotage.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It's like how do you sabotage and still not come in last place? So yeah, so it's Emily and Nehemiah, and they have to pick between Tori and Devin also. I love Devin's strategy. Blows up Nehemiah's spot. Would you do the same thing?
Yep.
Because if you are the winners of Era 4, you're Olivia and Kylan. Who do you are you not? Do you not want to put Devin and Tori in?
Of course. You want to get rid of them.
Jesus Christ, man. That's so he blows up their spot. You have no fucking choice. You blow it up. Emily and Nehemiah have to go in. Fuck. I don't blame Devin one hell of a bit. Blow up the guy's spot. Make him look like an idiot. You got to go for it. Yep. Now, the elimination, dude, it's these nails, right? Let's go nail it.
That's the second one. That's the.
I'm still on the wrong. Yeah, because that's the one I recently watched.
Yeah.
No, that was it. Nail It was the first. It was episode 5, bro. The spikes were the next one after that.
That's right. You're right. Sorry, my bad.
So they nailed it, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're nailing it.
I finally got one on Justin.
Yeah. Yeah. So the nails. Oh yes,
100 nails
Tina,
and nail 100. Tina seems extremely confident. She throws some side stuff, saying, "I'm at Home Depot more than I'm at the supermarket."
Yeah.
And again, guys, I'm gonna give Tina all the credit in the world. She might be my new crush on the challenge.
Yeah.
She looks good.
She
acts
does.
good. Great.
No, she said it. I come back better.
Yeah, she did a good job. I've seen her on the All Stars.
Yep.
It wasn't that great. I've seen her here. She stepped up her fucking game. She goes up against Emily, and Emily's jacked. So even though Tina seems extremely confident, it's still I'm still no offense. I'm still gonna think Emily's gonna win.
Me too. And then
And then she
10
comes
seconds in, I'm like,
Jess, who the fuck thinks about taking the whole hammer and just
I know. The best comment still was Emily. She's like, I don't know what's going on over there, but I hear nails falling like machine gun bullets coming out.
Imagine being beside her and you hear 400 nails, and you're like on nail 3. And you're like, what the hell is going? And then they're trying to tell her what to do. But like me and you talk behind stage, we hear their teammates loud and clear, but we don't know if they can hear their own teammates.
That's right. And everybody's yelling at the same time. You don't know what,
But she tried the hammer thing. The nails kind of, if you notice, they dipped a bit. They weren't that easy.
And I also, I was curious to know too, because, the girls went first and then the guys went after. And I was like, do the guys get to watch to see how they do it to maybe, but they don't get to watch. They weren't there. They weren't there. So like they were behind.
So the guys weren't there. Okay.
They weren't there, yeah. Because I went back just to look at the elimination, just to see, and then they weren't there, so
That's
they
fair.
don't get to see. Because it does make sense, right? Like why would they get to see how?
If you're not all doing it at once, you
Yeah.
get to peak. That's right. Because Tina's friggin' method was just ridiculous.
Tina would have beat everybody.
Guys, girls, everyone. She
Doesn't matter.
smashes that one. So she takes the win on that. Poor Emily's out. Again, we just talked about era 3 or era 2. Laurel's team's a lot weaker with one of the strong girls gone.
Yeah.
I still think it's a bad move. It's too early.
Me too. Yeah.
You just eliminated one of your good girls that could still win you a few more daily challenges.
Yeah. Now they're going to struggle now.
Bad fucking move. What? She's a bimbo, that one.
Yeah. Well, she's thinking of the past challenges where, like this is a whole different challenge. This is not the same. Like, like you really got to think. Like, and even people have been talking about it since the beginning. Like, we don't know how it's going to shape up. We don't even know how it's going to be when
She
Era
just
1
wants every
finishes up.
weak girl out there immediately.
so she can rule.
She's just. I know she just won the last All Stars.
But it wasn't her best showing.
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't her best showing. Let's talk about another All Star, Jonet. We'll talk about her after. That's the All Star's great. You won. It's harder than I expected it to be. But it's not a real challenge.
No.
It's not a Challenge USA. It's not even a World's Challenge. It's second tier. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. It is what it is.
It's like Jeopardy. It's like Celebrity Jeopardy.
Makes it that much
they
easier.
dumb it down.
Yeah.
Like they similar.
No, I totally get that. So now CT goes up against Nehemiah. This should be another one. Like CT should destroy him. They talk about how he's in construction his whole life. Blah blah blah. He's been around a hammer. Nehemiah pulls that one off. Closer, maybe 4 or 5 nails.
Yeah.
But did you notice CT's face didn't seem that disappointed?
No.
Did you?
I think I think his back is still sore, dude. I don't know. Like
from the water thing.
Yeah, or he's just, you know what? He's run down. He doesn't look good. He didn't look healthy. He looks like.
He hasn't been a threat.
No.
Yeah, he didn't look good against. I don't remember the guy with the long hair. In the new champions that series, he barely beat him. There's even things on the internet saying the math was too hard for them. They had to give him other questions. I read up on that. So he wasn't too impressive in that one. And then I figured he was going to come to fucking season 40 and step up his game and not wreck shit, but, put up a fight.
Be the CT presence.
Like, I'm sorry, Nehemiah, man.
I know. And he's won twice now?
Yeah. 2 in a row? Jesus Christ. I don't like it.
No.
I don't like it. But now, CT takes the L. Nehemiah stays in. Tina stays in. And they pick new targets.
Yeah.
So, Era 1, Rachel. Rachel's the only other girl.
No, Tina.
No.
Sorry, Tina was just in it. Yeah.
So, Rachel picks, and Brad.
Yeah.
Laurel gets her. They always get Laurel and Johnny Bananas back there. Corey volunteers himself. Jeanette's trying to hide. She's doing the weaving and bobbing. I don't want to be. I don't blame her. In the challenge, do not put yourself in the challenge unless it was a red skull.
And she said too, like, I don't see any advantage of me putting my, volunteering. And she said it aloud, and then he picked her anyway.
And they're friends. And which kind of, and she's like, she says it. I didn't think he was going to pick me. He's a bit of a douche. Jeanette. Now, personally, I wouldn't have picked her, but I'll talk about that after. So they picked Jenny and Josh.
Yeah.
Jenny has a freak out. Josh finally volunteers. He has no choice now. Jenny has a meltdown. She says, fuck that. I'm the scapegoat, blah, blah. Okay, cool. You're right. The other girl never, what's her name? Michelle never came in.
Michelle
and that
never
other girl
came
from
in.
Big Brother.
And
What's
Casey.
Casey. Okay. Now, I get it. But then again, let's pretend that I'm Tina and you're Nehemiah, okay? If we're gonna pick, I don't even think you should even pick a volunteer. Hey, I'm Jordan, or I'm this.
I would pick someone I want out.
I'm like, I'm sorry, you, and that's what I think they did in Era 4. They said Jenny. Jenny looks like a friggin' woman Terminator. You point the gun and you shoot that way. She can't be mad at, but you win. You're in power.
Yeah,
You could still win the elimination.
Oh yeah,
and still not even be a part of this whole thing, right?
The thing about that whole Jenny thing too is like, they're all, she got mad, right? And she's having a little meltdown, and they're like, well, you might seem like you're being a scapegoat, but we can't afford to lose our best girl, and
she is the best girl.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, but Casey's our best girl, and that's who we have to. That's what the other girl's saying, Olivia.
Dude, Olivia's a fucking dirtbag.
Yeah, but you know what I don't understand is, so the guys are all doing their volunteering thing, and everybody's taking a turn, and they got mad at Josh. But why? So then why aren't the girls in there doing the same thing?
Same era, same fucking team.
And all of a sudden, Casey's fucking chickening out all the time. Like, why hasn't Casey stepped up? Is she such a badass? And, she hasn't she hasn't volunteered shit.
Actually, if we didn't know who she really was, or if anyone watched this for the first time, they probably have no idea who we're talking about. That's how little she's done in this whole season. We're talking about 6 episodes in. She's done nothing.
Nothing, zero. Like, I mean,
there's nothing there. Casey is not. Casey's not the best girl.
Casey's been in a few of the challenges now, and unfortunately, Jenny's only been in the other one. This is her second. Third.
No, this is her third. Yeah.
Sorry, and okay, she doesn't have the same relationships like
your relationship wise, the social game. Yes, she does not have it. It's a knock against Jenny. Of course, if she's not my friend, of course we're putting her in. I get it.
Yeah. And then and then they kind of take shots at her, saying, all she does is talk about this and her guinea pigs and.
But again, for me, it was Nehemiah and Tina. So Nehemiah was picking the girls. Like he should have threw Casey or Michelle in. He had the power to do it.
Yeah.
That's where
it's his choice.
It wasn't their team. And said, fuck it, I'm not voting my friend, I'm going to vote Jenny. Let's say if Era 4 was down there and they won and they're in power, I'll be like, sorry, Jenny, you're not my friend. But some weird shit happens in season 5, episode 5. Michelle confronts Laurel about their little tiff from back in whatever. I don't even remember what it was. I want to say Bloodlines, but it's not Bloodlines. It was another one when they were teams and Michelle voted Laurel in there, and then they end up fucking losing, and they've had beef from I don't know how many seasons ago. They don't like each other. They talk it out. Michelle's a bit of a weasel. I don't care what anyone says.
Oh yeah, big time.
She's a weasel. She always wants everyone to be my friend. And no, that shit doesn't work. She's a weasel.
Behind the scenes, fucking screwing people behind her back. They should,
Yeah, that's a weasel and a half. So Laurel's like, yo, we're not gonna like each other. Blah blah blah. She was cool with that. But then Cara Maria tries to give Michelle the hug to try to. Have the anti-Laurel, which again, it's like, okay, Laurel's a retard. I get it. She's stupid. She's sabotaged. But man, I'm telling you, like, that era too is a complete. If Bananas is the most politically correct human being on your team, you have an issue.
Oh yeah.
The gay guys only go for the gay guys. They don't give a shit about straight people or others. It's, oh my God, she's a lesbian. It's like, okay, cool, I get it. But guys, like, like you still have a team. Like
Yep.
it's like best for the team. So Cara Marie gives Michelle a hug, and then there's a blowout between Cara Marie and Laurel, and everyone that's watched enough challenge says enough's enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't stop. It's when I got one, when you have one finger pointed at me, there's three fingers pointing at you. Like, oh, shut up. Even Laurel, it was annoying. Everything was childish.
Yeah. Well.
But again, cutscenes are cutscenes, and you
Yeah.
hear someone like Kylan, that's a pretty straight up guy, says, you know, Cara Maria started that. But again, it's their own era. It's like, get your shit together. Johnny should grab their heads and dunk, put them together a little bit. Dude, by the way, Johnny has no choice to do that. That's his next two best teammates, by the way.
That's right. Yeah. And it sucks too. And it's like, the only thing I hate about that situation is the same thing. Like, Cara Maria cries after and then gets, wants to play victim when she's just as bad as Laura is at it. So, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Enough's enough for that
Enough's
shit,
enough.
man.
Exactly.
Girls, shut the fuck up and play. Girls are two legends. You've done well. You've won some games. You're some of the
both have won.
You're in the better half of the women
Oh,
competitors.
big time. Yep.
Stop it. Stop it. Just stop. Enough's enough. Just play the game. Win.
Yeah.
Because what did I say to you in the beginning of, like, before the prediction before episode 1? I said, yo, girl wise,
They got
it.
yeah.
Emily, Laurel, and Cara Maria. I know the other girls sound strong, but I'm talking about veterans in the game.
Veterans, yeah.
Like, I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is good. This is a good. And then they're just beefing. One gets the other one out. The other two are beefing. I'm like, because it wasn't the dudes on that team that's going to carry it.
No, God, no.
I'm sorry to say.
They can barely carry themselves.
I'm sorry to say. They can shake each other's wieners at best. At best. That's what I say.
No pun intended.
So stay away from my wiener hair too. So episode 6, Jenny is complaining. She doesn't she doesn't want to volunteer. Jeanne, should she be upset with
Nehemiah.
Fucking Nehemiah. What the fuck am I going there? Nehemiah. I'm backwards on that one.
Yeah.
Nehemiah. Yeah. Should she be upset with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, yes and no, but I don't know if he was reading the room, like he was kind of like...
He's a bitch.
Yeah. I think.
Because he's Corey's boy.
Yeah.
So Corey wasn't too happy with her.
No.
Okay,
And,
maybe he had to do that. Maybe he had to do that.
I think he did it for that reason.
Because I think if Corey's his number one, and Corey's like, I'm not impressed with what she did, you go for her. But in overall, if you're in Nehemiah's spot, don't you go for Tori?
Oh, yeah.
You see
Big
what I'm
time.
saying? You see where I'm
Big
going
time.
here? Yeah, you eliminate Tori. Tori weakens Devin.
Yeah, because you picked the weakest girl.
Yes. They didn't do anything. The game didn't change.
No.
But if Corey's your boy,
Yeah.
I see.
You're looking at relationships, which can be important, and
Yeah.
Nehemiah
I'm
needs
not
all the help he can get.
I'm not 100% against what he did. I'm just saying I think for the game it would have been better.
Yeah, big time.
But no moves were made. He threw it down. Should she be upset? Sure, they're friends. They're allowed to be fucking. Everyone's upset with everybody there. So now they play this fucking game. Jess, what the hell? Who makes this? First of all, they show these balloons, all right? These goddamn balloons. I thought it was little handheld balloons. They go, don't touch the spikes. I went, okay, relax there. I don't touch, no problem, right? And then they go and get one, and it's enormous.
Enormous. Like, I was like, what the fuck is that?
And, dude, it's probably one of the funniest watching their frustrations of them, like, just walking with it, and it would pop for, like, no reason.
I didn't touch the fucking thing. And I'm like...
Then there's fucking Derek that tells us he broke a leg.
And then, I don't know who was yelling at one of the girls. It might have been Tina. He broke his fucking leg!
Oh, yeah.
Medic! And I'm like, oh, my God.
And the best is Jordan.
And he's trying to act all tough. Go, I'm okay. And he's hopping on one foot.
Jordan's yelling at fucking Naya. And then his balloon pops.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a cut scene or an edit, but it was fucking amazing.
Funny. Yeah.
It was amazing. So now, this... guys, I don't... So the winner becomes who? Era 4.
Era 4 wins overall.
Wins again, right?
Yeah.
So Jenny's freak out is for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
But Era 4 technically finished 3rd.
That's
because
right.
they finished with more balloons not popped.
They won. Yeah.
So how dumb is the other two teams, because Era 1 was just popping balloons left, right, and center.
Oh,
they
God, they didn't give a shit.
They had no chance.
Yeah.
But 2 and 3 are fucking running like a goddamn race. And then TJ says slow and steady wins the game. Era 4. How dumb do you feel knowing that, like, you were rushing for no goddamn reason?
Mm-hmm. And you lost against Josh.
So Era 4 wins, man. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 wins. So Era 1 loses. So it's Brad and Rachel goes down. So they're down automatically. Brad looks jack. Brad looks like a guy that you wouldn't fuck at a bar. But Brad, for me personally, I haven't witnessed a challenge in the last decade that impressed me in any sort of all-stars or anything.
Yeah, he does the dumbest things. Like, remember the one where he's going down on the wheel thing and he missed every fucking thing?
Oh, yeah. It was like almost like a little roller coaster.
Yeah. And he missed them all, and he was like, I'm going to go first. And he said, I'm taking the lead, and he missed them all.
Blew them all. And people were up there going, what the hell is he doing? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Brutal. So, yeah, they're down there. So Josh wins. Jenny wins. Jenny has probably one ally on the challenge. It's bananas.
Bananas, yeah.
You know, so not a bad ally to have.
No,
bad and not bad.
Yeah, because
they can go both ways.
He's a target always, right? Like,
yeah, it's bad and not bad. So she has him. But Josh and Jenny go to their team and ask them.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a team decision.
Okay. Good on you. Awesome. Very nice guy. You awesome. You're a really good teammate of mine. You guys are awesome. So they go down to fucking, drill. Was it Corey and who's the other one? Corey and Jeanne, and they drill Laurel and Bananas, right?
Yep.
And Laurel knows to shut the fuck up. She knows. I got to give her that. She knew I'm with this guy. I have to ride on his
coattail on this one.
He has no choice. He had no choice, right? So Bananas pulls a fucking ace out of his ass and calls Josh out from something he did in USA. Wow, bro. I didn't even see that one coming.
It was
perfect.
It was perfect because that was his only way out of it.
He goes, like, not many people can redeem themselves, especially on the challenge. I was like, oh my God.
And Josh, it right. Oh, yeah.
And Jenny's
Jenny,
he doesn't have to convince. It's Josh.
Yeah.
And
Josh can be pig-headed, too. And Corey even made a good one. Like, he made a good pitch. Like,
yes.
Like, he bigged up. It's like, time to big up the Banana Man. And he's like, his face is on the Mount Rushmore of the challenge. Like, it's true. Like, he's won more than anybody. I'm
putting you there. So you're Corey and Josh or whatever, whoever. I'm gonna pretend you're one or the other. So you throw that pitch. You're Josh. Who's a bigger threat today? Corey or Bananas? Because Corey looks extra jacked these days.
He does. He's looking good, and he's performing really better. He's been, he's doing.
He's been close. He's been in not winning finals in them.
He's gotten silver. He's gotten the bronze.
So for me, when I go, you're 100% right. Mm-hmm. But it's like asking me, who would I rather put up, LeBron James or Magic Johnson type of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, this guy's 5 championships and blah 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 blah, but the guy's 60 years old today.
Yeah.
This guy is still running pretty strong. That's how I felt. I'm like, your pitch is 100% correct, but season 40, another guy that's an era too, has been around for a long time, been in a lot of challenges, a lot of miles on those legs.
Yes. And you've already screwed him over one, so it's like, who cares then at this point?
So everything for me, there was no wrong answer for him, for Josh in my books. You picked Corey, fuck it. I picked Corey because I think Corey's a stronger one, and I want to be friends with Bananas. Or fuck it.
Or did you just piss off your whole fucking team now, and you're gonna be one fucking sent in all the time?
He should. That's the fucking thing that tips over. Mm-hmm. Because in that room, for me, there was no wrong answer. In that room. In that room,
yes.
But you sitting with your friends and saying, hey, who should we put in? They're like, yo, Bananas and Laurel, we don't have many chances to do this. This is the time to, because obviously they're not coming in. They're not going in the next one because they can't be picked.
That's right.
So you're like, okay, so what do you do in this position? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put Bananas and Laurel. But now he shrunk his allies to
Yeah.
Bananas, Laurel, and Jenny.
Yeah, because like
the
they
other-
were, and they were supposed to, and era 4 and 3 are supposed to be working together.
Yeah, so
He kind of just fucked them, right? And Corey said, "Hey, I got somebody to come after now. Like you
didn't have a problem with anybody. Now he has a great target. Now he has great motivation. He
Yeah.
says, "I'm coming back." He is going to come back, and it's Brad. So I believed him. But like I said, that room, no wrong moves. But you have a team. The team isn't you and Jenny. It was Era 4. And Era 4 agreed. You don't sit them down, say this is what we're going to do as a team, and then completely do the opposite. Because you damn well knew who you were going to pick then.
yeah,
You shouldn't have even made that move because you wouldn't have looked so much of a fucking idiot for making that move.
yeah."
So he picks Corey and Jeanne. But Bananas still up to his fucking tricks, bro. Whispers in Michelle's ear, make sure that Devin is in it for the right
using you.
things. He's not using you to switch the game up. Plants that seed. He's the seed planter, bro. He plants the seed. And she turns around and goes, she tells him, obviously, she's smashing him. She has to tell. And I love Devin. Devin's always going to be, he'll confront him.
Yeah.
But when I watched it the first time, and Bananas like, that's not what I said. I said, I don't want her to you to put a wedge in between us. That's not what he said. Olivia's like, no, that's not what he said. But then when I
was wrong too,
rewatched
wasn't
it
she?
the second time, he actually says, just make sure he's not using you.
That's right.
So I don't think he said anything wrong as a friend.
No,
When I rewatched it the first time,
that's right. Because I had to do it too. Because when
there's
she
three
said that, I
angles
was like,
there.
"But did he say that?" And I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
there was 3 angles there, and then there was like what she said to Devin, what Devin was saying, and then what Olivia thought she was awesome. So I was a bit confused. So when I rewatched it, I was like, oh no, they all lied. None of them said the same fucking thing.
Olivia's a
But
shit disturber and always has been. Like,
that
she
girl
just-
is gonna be on Michelle's ass, and I have no reason why. I don't understand. You're gonna ditch a girl like Nerys from back in the day, a super athlete, over this fucking clown that can't perform.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But Bananas plants the seed because what he's going to do is going to plant the seed. So what's going to happen one day is Devin's going to ask Michelle to do something she doesn't want to do. And it's going to, I'm sorry, be like a woman. Remembered what Bananas said X amount of weeks ago. And then say, oh, he's making me want to do this. And Bananas going to be like, what did I tell you? And then that game can flip. That's a prediction. I'm making shit up. I'm predicting this. Because that's what I've seen Bananas do this. He's really good at. He doesn't poke much, but he pokes
no.
when it's needed.
Yep.
Bro, when he was remember they were getting pegged off against the rookies that one season?
He turned it all around.
He turned it all around. He started this guy's talking
These
shit.
rookies
This guy's
had
in
him
there.
out. They
Bro,
were
the
finished.
rookies were wrecking them. They knew they were getting wrecked. And then all of a sudden he made the rookies turn on each other. The whole fucking
And
game
he
switched.
couldn't. And you see the smirks on his face when he's doing it.
He's phenomenal at what he does.
If it wasn't for Bananas,
Those all the vets are gone.
they're all done first.
All the vets are gone.
All the vets are gone.
And
It
that's-
was a.
And it shows between a vet and a rookie move. And I think right here, he just pulled a vet move. Anyone that
Again.
watched episode 6, that one little seed planted. He's got it. I see maybe a bit of drama happening from it. There's
Yep.
going to be like, you do this. She's like, I don't want to do that. And then Benazir like, I told you he's trying to get you to do things he doesn't want to do. And he has that wedge.
He
has
does.
that wedge. I think that was a good move on his part.
Absolutely.
So because the people that are going to hate Bananas and say he's a liar already hate him.
Oh yeah.
So who gives a shit?
He doesn't care.
Who gives a shit? You just got to do what you got to do. So
And
now-
him and Devin have no lost love, right?
No,
Like,
not at all. Not at all. And now that he only has Josh as an ally. Josh, you bonehead. This is why you can't win, man.
no.
So now they go to the elimination, and it's 2 walls. There's a line in the middle, a bunch of balls, and it's called straight to the point, straight to the
Yeah.
spike, or some shit like that. And they have to throw this ball into a spike. It doesn't even look hard. No, sorry, doesn't look easy. It looks a little.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how soft that ball is. Like,
No. Yeah. We don't know what it is. Like.
So the guys go at it. So it's who was
Brad.
it? Brad versus Corey
Corey. Yeah.
goes down.
Close match.
Close match, 5-4. I think
If Brad wasn't such a bonehead, he would have won that. He could have won that.
I had no doubt in my mind that Corey was. It's just no doubt. Brad is just sucks, and I don't.
They're
even
all
hate the guy.
telling him easy, and he's fucking dodgeballing him, and you can see him hit the spike and explode.
he just doesn't get it. He's like he needs a coach.
Oh yeah.
That's what it looks like. He seems like he's a real good competitor.
But he needs to be
the
coached on
attributes
what
are there.
to
He
do.
just needs to be guided and coached. That's
He needs a
what-
third base coach to wheel him around properly.
Thank you.
Tell him when
That's
to stop.
exactly it, Vic. Relax. He needs an
Whoa,
earpiece or something.
Or run.
He
Yeah.
needs that
Oh, yeah.
quarterback helmet.
The sideline coach. Quarterback helmet. Call the plays in the ear.
Shave the beard because it hasn't worked since.
No. Yeah. I mean, the only thing it did is got you in Emily's pants. Not a horrible thing.
No.
She loves the beard. You know.
No. But she also dated like Nehemiah back in the day.
yeah.
So she was willing
She's
to do
weird.
anything. You just
Yeah.
got to say you like yoga and you were in, bro.
Yeah.
So Brad takes the L. He leaves. No disappointment there. We already knew that. Corey's
Yeah.
a beast. So now it's Rachel. Rachel's still jacked, man.
She's doing, for her age too. Like,
Yeah.
she did well. She's doing
She's
well.
from Road Rules, not even the real world. Like,
I
she's
know.
the original.
Original.
That's
So is
crazy.
Brad.
Yeah, that whole team.
Brad and
Daryl,
Darrell. Yeah, Darrell.
Darrell, and
Her.
Tina. They're all
Yeah.
Road Rules. They
Yeah.
weren't even from the real world. So, what's
Those
her
are the
name?
OGs of the OG.
Who did Rachel go against again?
But
The girl with the curly hair. What's her name?
we were just talking about her, Jonay.
Jeanne. Yeah, Jeanne. Yeah, Jeanne goes against Rachel again. That wasn't a loss. We already knew.
No.
Closer game than I expected. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you. She played.
Especially
Rachel's-
how Rachel came out strong. Like
Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I'm like,
Jeanne caught up a bit. It wasn't too
Yeah.
bad. But what kills me, it's 6-4. Jeanne has one ball left, and they're like, "Yeah, Jeanne, go!" And I'm like, the game
over.
is mathematically over.
Or Jordan trying to tell Jonay what to do, and she's like, I don't understand. It's like, when she's bending over to pick up the
I
ball, that's when you shoot.
know.
She can't play defense.
I
She's
know.
like, shut up. I was like, well, listen. Yeah, it's like,
I have nothing against Jordan's way of coaching.
no.
I'm 100% with Jordan.
Dude, when the game is not being played, like when he's always a lot nicer, but he's just that hard coach. Get to
The anger of
the
stupidity
motivator.
is
Yeah.
not tolerated with them. Not tolerated. So Corey takes the win. Rachel takes the win. Any losses there? Jeanne lost. See, Brad's a loss because Era 1's hurting.
There's one hurting, yeah. And I don't know how Derek's broken foot's going to hold up,
Ah, fuck him. Tie it up with a fucking popsicle stick and be all right. So,
Yeah.
So Jeanne taking the L, whatever. It just sucks because it's not bad to have a girl like that around to keep throwing down.
That's right.
Every once in a while. So they go and pick new targets, and this is where Tina had no choice to go in.
That's right. Tina had to go.
Tina Darrell
Darrell.
finally says, "Put me in, coach."
Yeah.
And then they Nehemiah,
gets picked. Yeah.
Nehemiah, Aviv,
Aviv, yeah.
which is so cute. I think she needs to have more.
And either of those guys didn't volunteer.
No,
Like,
I
they were-
think Aviv, because I knew they weren't going to put Cara Maria in
No.
because she just watched Cara Maria take a verbal beating from Laurel, so she
Yeah.
wasn't going to
Well,
put her.
yeah, but and speaking of that too, like just before that challenge started, Laura was trying to motivate her team, but like, listen, you know what? I apologize for my part and whatever happened, and I think this is a good team. We have a great team. We can win this. We can do this. Blah, blah. And then Cara has to do the whole. Yeah, I just want to say that I'm not going to do what she did, and I'm not going to be like her. And
I think, but it's the only reason why I want to let that slide by Cara Maria. It's because Laurel's is sabotaged other.
that's true. Other ones, yeah.
Other
And-
ones.
And I'm not. Gonna
This
be
was the
like
one
her.
and only. Maybe we could have an argument. No, she
True.
has
Yeah.
seven. She
She has, yeah.
actually has her and Banana.
Did she do it in All Stars?
I'm not 100% sure. I just know there was one about tumbling down, and her and Bananas were already in on it one time. And
Yeah.
people called them out on it. So
Yeah.
So Nehemiah and Aviv.
Yeah.
I want to see more of her. She looks like she's in great shape.
Yeah.
Not Naya actually volunteers herself.
I know. And so Jordan.
Jordan volunteers herself. Michelle finally volunteers herself.
Fine, I know.
And Kylan.
Kylan,
Okay.
Yeah,
So hold on. So the only ones that didn't volunteer, because Tina had no choice to go.
Yeah. And
Nehemiah and
didn't bother.
Aviv didn't volunteer because
That's right.
Nehemiah's been, this is the third time down. He's sick of this shit. But everyone else is volunteers. So I expected more. I'm gonna be a dickhead right now. So I expected more from Tina. I'm going to say. I expect more from Tina. Only
she
because
could be savage sometimes too.
but the thing is, like, so if this guy goes, yeah, put me in. I swear to God, if I was Tina, I'd go to the guy next to him.
yeah, like,
I'm not playing this game plan of yours.
That's right, because they're taking turns of going against who they think they could go against.
Yeah, I would have been. Oh, you want to go in?
Strategically
Okay,
doing
cool.
it. No,
No,
fucking
it's
throw a
gonna
wrench
be
in their
this guy.
plans. Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
Oh, Michelle, you lifted your hand. Cool. It's Casey now. I swear to
Fucking
God.
right, I would have thrown Casey in.
But the thing is, Corey's probably on that side.
yeah, again, yeah.
You couldn't do it. But I mean, that's that. There's only 3. Well, technically, Tina is a volunteer. There's only 2 people that weren't volunteered. So that's very, very interesting. But now, if like they go down, I can't even say who's going to lose because we don't even know what the challenge consists of.
That's right.
But realistically, right now, it's Air Force is on a
Walking
tear.
away with this.
They've won 2 in a row. I
Yeah.
could see them winning again.
They haven't lost anybody. They,
The good thing is, believe it or not, is I don't think Era 3 or 4, that's Naya and Michelle, could beat the girls from 1 and 2. Guy-wise, it would be amazing to see Jordan and Kylan against each other. That's the only way you can see you can take a hit on a team. Nehemiah, his time's running out.
oh yeah, he's just going to run out of
You
luck.
can't go down that many times and take.
No.
The funny thing about the win, I was telling you, I talked to you about this earlier, is when Tino won with the hammer thing, and they go, the underdogs won, and it's like, excuse me.
I'm not
I
the
love
only
that
one
one.
to say this, but you guys were both the underdogs.
She was so offended by that. She's like, excuse me. I kind of like. I love her
God.
attitude. Don't
Yeah.
fuck being an underdog. Go there and go in there and win.
Or this is this is this challenge called getting hammered. It's like I played this last night.
I'd love to party with that one. But Jess, what happens? Let's say Tina takes an L. Rachel's last. She has no choice to go in.
She's gonna go in every time.
But she loses. Let's say next 2 weeks.
I
they
know,
lose.
that's what's
What
gonna
do you
be.
do?
Yeah.
Do those girls like? Does the games turn into a 3-way for the girls? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do they integrate them, or do they just completely eliminate the era? Does the era just
there's-
fucking
Like collapse.
disintegrates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sorry, you're eliminated because the girls are gone.
No. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Wow.
You know, like you never know, man. Like you
Oh,
see,
guys. Wow,
oh,
we've seen stranger shit, man.
exactly.
Wow.
Like how many people have had to go home because their partner was out, and they're
That's cool.
can you imagine? Nobody sees it coming.
And you're like, yeah, you've been putting all your fucking strong bitches in, you idiots.
Idiots. Exactly, man. Like
Oh my god. Well,
So
since
it's-
there's no one here to defend your team, your whole era goes home. Wow, that'd be fucking crazy. That would shake up.
that would shake everybody up. They'd be like, "Oh my god, we got to re-strategize now." And Laura would be like, "God damn it, what did I do?"
Yeah, I'm stuck with fucking Pee Wee and Herman.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, Jesus Christ.
Then it'd be like, "Throw down your
Because they
ballerina and
can't.
your-"
The
Yeah.
reason why I don't think they can mix eras is because then it's not Battle of the Era.
That's right.
You see where? Then it's not,
It's not
right?
anymore. Yeah.
Because I would like to say, oh, unless they, why you don't want to morph 1 and 2. They're
No,
both
it's-
disintegrating too.
Yeah. And then again, it's not Battle of the Eras, and it kind of is maybe, but no. Merging, I don't know. I don't see the merge. I don't see a merge.
There's
They
got
have
to
to
be
do
something with
something
that
because-
team,
Yeah.
and this is where I think Laurel's playing wrong.
Absolutely.
This is why I'm
took
like,
that
fuck.
shot too
There's
early and she
something
just screwed
about
up.
you were playing a different game than what TJ's lining up in front of you.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to I love trying to figure out what there's loopholes and what the hell what they're gonna do. It's an interesting. That's what makes the game fun. We don't know
Yes.
from week to week.
Yeah, and because that's what he does, right? Like people start playing like around, like almost like adapting to his rules and going like loopholes around his.
Because I'm thinking, like, what if they do? Let's see if the girls are eliminated from Arrow 1 because they're the closest one to be eliminated.
Yeah.
And then they start doing a 3 challenge, like the 3 women, since they don't have a woman to lose. The 3. So,
True.
like, I don't know. It's like remember the time where it was like
Or
Kyle,
you have to pick a woman
CT
from
and
this
someone
one.
else, and they had
Yeah.
the 3 that they had the like this little like wishbone that they were
Yeah.
pulling, and then Kyle
Yeah.
ended up eliminating both people. Like something
right.
weird. I don't know.
Or do they do like, okay, so you have to pick a guy from Era 1, but a girl from Era 2?
Okay.
You know,
okay,
like
okay.
who knows? Like I don't know if they do that, but I mean, like
Because they
you
have
know.
to, they would have to design the game.
Mm-hmm.
What if Era 1 lost all their girls, one back to back to back to back to back?
Yeah.
They've had to have that design ready to be like,
Oh yeah, you'd think so.
okay, well, what if all the guys lost or all the girls lost? You know what I mean? They've had to have that design. So
You can't be like,
oh, there we go. That's me kicking the lights down, bro.
oh,
That's what happens when there's a plug near me. You know what sucks when you plug it back in?
it takes a while.
No, you have to. I don't have the switches in front of me to click them back on.
Oh, gotcha.
I have to pay the hydro. Fucking thing. I want to tape the fucking plug to the extension cord. I keep thinking
okay,
about
yeah.
doing that. I keep thinking about doing that. But yeah, it'll be definitely interesting, man. Tomorrow night, Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern time on MTV Challenge Season 4. 4T. Fuck, 4. That'll be fuck. I don't know, man.
4T.
4T. 4T in like 22 years. These crazy bastards. Going
It's,
strong.
Yeah, it's interesting how it's going to play out and see what's going to happen. And
Now, who do you now being at episode 6, man? If we had to pick eras, what era wins?
it's tough. It's
Seeing what
you
you're
know,
seeing now.
seeing what I see now. I still think like I think Era 3 can't do it with no, yeah, man. Era 4, like they're just I don't know, man. That's I want to say Era 4, but Josh is I think Era 3. I think Era 3 is going to win it. Yeah.
Okay. You took my answer. That's who I'm thinking. I think they're more well-rounded.
Yeah, I think Era 3 is going to take it.
I think 3 is, even though I'm a super fan of Jenny.
Yeah, me too.
Just because of what she did when she won her final, blew my
Yeah.
mind. But Horacio and his girl, Nerys, is gone. It changed for me. That changed that team.
Yeah.
Being left with Michelle and Olivia does not impress me very much.
No, and Josh is still there.
And Josh is
know,
a bit of a tool.
like
so.
on here, you got Corey and Devin and
Yes,
Tori.
that's
and,
right.
And Jordan. Like, come on, that guy's unstoppable.
There you go. Enough saying. I gotta say, Bananas. He's doing what he can with that team.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna try and hopefully make them go at each other. I think.
Yeah, he has to flip that script. He has to flip that
That's
script.
his only
he has
way
to
out.
plant that seed. That's where that seed was planted. I think Era 1's finished. It's
Oh God, yeah. Like
there's there's so much Rachel can do. If Tina lost this one, Tina needs to win to give Rachel a break. You know what I mean?
Yes, because they have to go back and forth. Yeah.
And from seeing what who's going in, I'm not, like I said.
They both have. I think. Yeah.
I think they have a shot. I think they have a shot.
Out of all of them.
Era 1, Era 2 has a shot against Era 3 and 4. If
Absolutely.
they go at it.
Yeah.
I think they have a shot.
Because
If
even
Era-
like Naya, I mean,
Naya's garbage.
Yeah, she was all talk, no show. Like she just can't.
Michelle's
perform.
garbage, Naya's garbage. Naveev and Tina have a shot against those two at any time. I think they still survive. I think if Tina could win, fucking Darrell, he ain't gonna win shit. I'm sorry.
I don't. He's never
He's
done.
not gonna win against Kylan. He's not gonna win
No.
against Jordan. He has to go against Naomi.
Yeah,
Naya.
and I don't even think he'll beat him. Unfortunately, I think Darrell is the bottom of this whole
team
of this whole
of the whole list
the
here.
whole target. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think Naya is the bottom. Naya
the
tied with Michelle.
Yeah. I
think
agree.
Aviv is stronger than them. Like
I think so too. From what I saw a little bit, and I want to see more of her. Yeah, I completely agree with you on that one. It'll be definitely
Michelle, I've
interesting.
never been impressed with. I think she's just a strong social player. But when it comes to the like the actual stuff, I don't think she's as strong as.
No, facts. All right, Jess, man, thanks for putting up with me to wrapping up 2 fucking episodes
Oh,
here
no
and
worries.
almost
It's fun.
intertwining them into one.
Yeah, it's
I was
fine.
like, who won this
We
one,
did.
then?
We kind of mixed them a little bit there, but that's what happens when we watched them both a couple times, and it screwed us up because of it.
Because it's like some of the people went back and forth in there, so it is what it is, guys. Guys, please catch again the challenge season 40 on MTV 8 p.m. Eastern time
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night is Wednesday nights, man. Check it out and come on YouTube live with us, and
We'll try to come back on Thursday.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll probably do it this Thursday since I don't have much of a life anymore.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, man.